Hey everyone. Today I'm diving into the heart of President Trump's recent trade announcements and how these letters are shaking up global markets. Buckle up because this is going to impact investors worldwide. First off, let's talk about the big news. President Trump has decided to unilaterally set new tariff rates for numerous countries. That's right, the US is taking matters into its own hands, skipping negotiations due to the sheer impracticality of dealing with over 150 countries all at once. Letters detailing these new rates are set to be sent out within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick are the ones who'll be sending out these letters. But the real question is, which countries will be on the receiving end? And who gets the chance to negotiate? Right now, there's a 10% baseline tariff that's been in place since April 2nd. However, there's uncertainty around the higher tariffs, which can go up to 50%, that were paused on April 9th. Let's look at some key players. The US is in active talks with major Asian economies like Japan, South Korea, and India. Negotiations with the EU are ongoing, while a trade deal with the UK has already been reached, lowering tariffs but keeping that 10% baseline intact. Now China. There's a temporary truce with China, reducing duties on US goods to 10% and on Chinese goods to 30%. But this is only for 90 days, and if no broader agreement is reached, the higher tariffs could be back. So, what does all this mean for global markets? Investors are treading cautiously. Uncertainty around tariff timings and extents is creating a volatile environment. Walmart has already announced it will raise prices due to these increased costs. The US economy, while resilient, is showing signs of strain. President Trump has even criticized tech giants like Apple for not moving manufacturing back home. This adds another layer of complexity to the current economic landscape. Interestingly, over 75 countries have shown interest in negotiating lower US tariffs. Yet Trump's strategy seems to be driven more by psychological factors rather than conventional economic theory. His administration aims to cut the trade deficit and bolster American industries, but they've acknowledged that their initial timeline for these trade agreements was overly optimistic. And let's not forget Liberation Day this past April, when Trump's sweeping tariffs sent markets into a frenzy, sparking what many are calling a global trade war. The US had to backtrack on some harsh measures after a backlash from the bond market. In closing, financial market realities are reining in Trump's aggressive tariff strategies. His recent backtracking, such as reconsidering extreme tariffs on Chinese imports and holding off on firing Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, shows the tug-of-war between bold policy moves and market constraints. So, what do you think? How will these trade letters impact your investment strategy? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth analyses. Until next time, stay informed and stay ahead.